This Money Monday, we are talking about healthcare, which has certainly been a hot button on the campaign trail. Our money expert, Kyle Winkfield, is the president of Finley Alexander Wealth Management, and he's here to discuss how to plan for healthcare costs as we age. Thank you so much for being with us.
Always a pleasure.
So Kyle, one of the things that I'm hearing nonstop right now, I feel like in rotation, is the term pre-existing conditions. Let's talk about that. Start there.
The whole idea is over the Affordable Care Act, what changes are being proposed to be made, whoever wins the White House. And I think understanding that pre-existing conditions are a big deal in terms of whether or not you can even get coverage. And I think there are so many millions of Americans that do struggle with the fact that they have pre-existing conditions, and there may, depending on which way whoever wins, it may make it more difficult for them to find the coverage they need at an affordable cost.
Is there something that we should be doing right now instead of just waiting and wondering what could happen to us? Is there anything that we can do ourselves to prepare?
Hey, if you're a married couple or just life partners, you got a budget in retirement, almost $250,000 just to take care of prescriptions and just basic health coverage. And that doesn't even include a long-term care event or some kind of catastrophic illness, because healthcare or a long-term care event, typically, if not prepared for or thought about, can actually send you on a negative trajectory downward financially and break the bank. So you don't want to break the bank. So that's where planning comes into play.
There are a lot of different options. Why do you think that people either don't take advantage of these options or don't think about these options? Why do you think that is?
People say, okay, well, I've got Medicare and I've got other stuff like that, I'll be fine. And they never think about a long-term care event where most people, if they live long enough, as they say, a gift for your money and I guess for your families, you die quick, right? But if most of the time it's a decline. And if that decline ends up in like a home or care at the home, that can get really expensive really fast and start breaking the bank. So looking at long-term care insurance options, looking at different ways to cover catastrophic illness or a much larger anticipated healthcare cost over time for you and people you care about, better start thinking about that now and plan for it because you can.
So that long-term health insurance as an option is something we should consider. The younger we are, the healthier we are, and start doing that earlier?
Yes, Elsa, you hit the nail on the head right there. Insurance happens to be one of those things that you should buy it when you don't need it, right? So life insurance, buy it when you're healthy. Long-term care insurance, if you can, get it when you're younger and healthy. One of the things that I keep hearing is that long-term care insurance, people are living longer and actually using the insurance policies. So we're starting to see an increase in premiums for people who have those policies in force. And so that can get kind of like irritating. So now you can pivot and look at other strategic ways to do it, because all of the different financial products that are out there now, there are some that you can build in wellness benefits and things like that, where you can get more juice or more bang for the same dollar. So cover some of those long-term care costs if they appear with the same dollar without having to, drain the cash flow or whatever. So there's definitely a lot of options out there to consider. It's getting informed of what they are.
And of course, people can turn to you for some more expert advice, and they should go to what website?
FinleyAlexander.com.
All right. Kyle Winkfield, thank you so much for being with us. Always a pleasure. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.